Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. We're gonna hop into it. I've been telling you that we are not Moors, that we are Murs. Muurs. We are Murs, not Moors. We are not Moors. We are Muurs. We are Murs. Now, you don't want to prove my case. Of course, you should already know, if you don't know by now, I don't talk without I have the evidence. Before I talk, I always have evidence. So let me give you some smoking gun evidence that may hurt your feelings. So all you guys calling yourself Moors, you are not Moors. You are not Moors. You're dead wrong for calling yourself that, and you're stupid because you are blind and you can't see. Wake up. You still sleep. If you want your land, you need to go by the title of the name. Murs. MERS. Well, we're going to hop right into it.
Europeans, but from our own people, the more didn't come from Europeans, but from our own people, the more Black Americans. What if I told you the biggest betrayal didn't come from Europeans, but from our own people, the Moors? The Moors were Black Europeans, many converted to Islam, who gained power during the Dark Ages. But when colonizers came for the Americas, they cut deals, handed over maps, and betrayed indigenous Moors of Tamari. Out of jealousy, they saw our land, our pyramids, our tech, and sold us out to secure their own survival and titles under the crown. Today, you know them as modern-day Africans, but not all Africans. This ain't about generalizing. It's about truth. We are not the same. Moors are the original people of the Americas, copper-colored, deeply spiritual, pre-colonial tribes of Tamari. The Moors chose empire. We chose legacy. Truth hurts, but heals. Tap in. Learn the difference. Black Americans, what if I told you the biggest betrayal didn't come from Europeans, but from our own people, the Moors? The Moors were Black Europeans, many converted to Islam.
Oh, yeah. That make you mad, don't it? That make you mad, don't it? Well, I ain't even done yet. We ain't done yet. You know, because you the one that since you're the one, you got to remember. So we're going down memory lane.
I need to expound a little bit because a lot of people are not recognizing that there is a difference between the Moroccan Empire and what you know of as Morocco today. The Morocco today is the state of Morocco. There's a Moroccan Empire, and then there's a state of Morocco. Now, let's be clear that that state of Morocco didn't come into effect until 1952. This is what you know of as Morocco today. They call it officially the Kingdom of Morocco. And I need you guys to understand, especially you melanated people. Martin Luther King tried to tell you, Malcolm X tried to tell you, a whole bunch of other people tried to tell you that this is your land. Really, if you want to know the truth, Trump has tried to tell you. He can't come out of his mouth and say it. I don't know if some of you all know or recognize that these people have to tell you who you are. They have to tell you what really happened because they have to get your permission. It's a cosmic law. They have to get your permission to do things to you. And then if you just looking at it like, oh, if this is entertainment or he just said that and you let it run over your head, then the problem is you. It's your fault because they already told you what they're getting ready to do to you. And then if you're not paying attention, then you have agreed and consented and they get to keep doing what they're doing to you. So now pay attention, people, so that you don't keep giving away things that belong to you. When the British came in.
Now, we have not agreed and we do not consent to anything except getting all our land back and everything else that comes with it that they should never had in the first place. Okay? That is supposed to come with it. And everything else they stole too. Now, we are very aware of what we're doing. We're just not giving our energy. Don't give you energy, but be aware what they're doing. I told y'all that. But don't view shit they want you to view. Because that's how they can get you. Yeah, they got to tell you what they trying to do. But we already said they ain't getting shit. Right? As long as we keep that in mind, they can't have nothing. And we get everything that we want. They won't get anything. It has already started since we had that mindset. That we picked their end. And now they're white people they're losing control over their white people, and soon they will lose control over everybody else. They already have no control of us anyway. I think they've known that for a long time now. But now the gig's up, and now everybody is going to turn on them, and they know this. They're going to turn on reptilians. They're going to turn on the Greys. They're going to turn on all the evil ones, and anybody else that's down with them. They're going to turn on them. See them burning the bee flag and the bee golden thick calves and all that stuff. They've been burning them. They have turned against the devil and anybody who's down with them. And the world knows that we are not down with the devil. All of them know that they collectively had stole stuff from us with the devil and his collective. And now they want nothing to do with the devil. They see that we are the ones and the devil's a liar. So their gig is up. Soon the whole world will turn all against anybody who's down with the devil. You'll see. And of the Americas, they were kind enough, and I say kind, to put things in writing. They were doing business. They went to the original people and they made treaties with the original people where they said, hey, we want to be on this land. Well, in those contracts, the original people made it clear, we will pay you treaty for protection or whatever you're going to give, but the land stays in the name of our descendants to the end of time. That is in the contracts, the treaties that are still valid to this day. You can't override those treaties. And so in doing that, the descendants are the ones who have the rights to the land. The problem is the descendants don't know who they are. They keep calling themselves names, and they don't understand those names are titles, they are contracts. And the only people who are moved names like Israelites, which means that you believe in the Muur devil deity, and you're serving the Moor's deity, the Moor's daddy, the Moor's devil daddy. That's what that means, because that's actually their religion. Yes, we are the people, but we are not that title name you're calling yourself. We are the one. We literally are the one. If you don't understand it by now, I don't understand why you don't. We are the one. I can't say it enough. We are the one. Everybody knows that we the one. Nobody else is the one but us. That's what they fear. They fear the one because we are the one. That's why they hate you. They hate you because you not here. You outside of this stuff. You everywhere, nowhere, because you the one. You here, but you ain't here because you outside of here. Why? Because you the one. That's what they don't want you to know. And when you were here as far as land, you're supposed to go by Murs, Muurs, not Moors. When you claim Moors, you might as well say you're Israelites. You might as well have this Israelites that claiming to worship the devil. You need to realize what some of the things Moses did was very sketchy and weird towards some of the end of his time. Even though the scripture that says, even the wilderness, they was not following what? The real law. What was the real law? Don't be doing these feast days. Don't do the holidays. Don't do the feast days that the Israelites do. Don't worship like they do. Don't serve nobody. Do not pray, nigga. You're supposed to meditate. Meditate. Eat weed. Meditate. That's what he was doing. Some was smoking it. I ain't gonna front. But meditate. Practice your abilities. Fly around. Do all that stuff. Get back inside of your inner self. Because your inner self is outside of this place. You understand me? Because that's the real you. Stop claiming reptilians. Reptilians actually mix with the Moors. So therefore, if you claim to be a reptilian, you claim to be a Moor who is our enemy. Stop doing that. You're putting a curse on yourself. It comes with a contract. We're not them. We're not Palladians. We're not all these other things. We're not them. We are the one. We always been the one. We was not created. We exist because we always existed before any so-called beginning. We are the dark that put the light, and we also are the light. We projected ourselves into light. Don't you get it? Come on now, y'all gotta Wake up, man. Keep watching.
Moving any contract concerning the land are the original people of the land, but they're still asleep. And I'm here to wake them up. So pay attention, descendants. You people who think you are African American, colored, and Negro, pay attention. When we're talking about Morocco, okay, this is a title. And what happens is when you are claiming something is that title, then that's what it is, especially if you're saying your land is that title. So pay attention to what I'm saying. As the original people, whoever you are, if you recognize who you are, then you know who you are. As the original people of the land, the only way that some kind of contract can be made with this land known as Americas, especially North America, South America, is your land. But the only way something can be happening with it, truly, is if you say that's what happens with it. Now, one of the issues is, again, the fact that
Also, before we go further, yes, it was Safarian race. What that is a person that has a body that you can see through. Boom. We had a crystal body, crystal-like body. Okay? How I said, a plasma-like body. This was a plasma planet. It's going to be a plasma planet again. This time we're going to seize our soul with our bodies. Okay? You is plasma. That's you. Plasma energy is your power. All right? That's when you become the X-Men, when you do it together. Okay? The Superman. We do stuff that the cartoons ain't never showed you. And the movies, they never showed you the stuff that we do. We do better stuff than that. All the stuff they showed you is low-level stuff. It ain't nothing for us to do. That's easy. All of us can do that little bull crap that they showing on all those cartoons. That ain't nothing. What they didn't show you is what they afraid of. Because they got nothing they can do against the stuff that they didn't show you. That's the level we need to get to. Okay? You can literally move things without touching it with your hands, without touching it. Your energy goes, your energy is crazy. You got to understand, study your field. That's a good place to start. I'm trying to get y'all to wake all the way up. We are literally the one. Yes, we're Safarian beings. Yes, we were also the primordial deities with a dragon spirit, but not the bad dragons, because those are like alligators, the ones they trying to paint as reptilians, trying to claim they're dragons. Okay, well, you could say that was an evil dragon, but they're really going to be turtles. That was kind of their punishment to walk on their belly. And also their daddy was supposed to be a lizard that walks on his belly. And they got a couple of them that walks on their belly. So him and some of his kids are walking on their belly on planet Earth right now. All right? So you got to understand that we are the ones and they are the losers. And this worm has infected a lot of things. It definitely got into the reptilians. In fact, reptilian body is almost like a vehicle for the worm to walk around in, to be dead honest with you. And unfortunately, the Moors did mix with the worm, and they did mix with the serpent seed, which of course we know who they are. They took their side against the war against us. They tried to call it the Moor and Moor War, which is total hijack. It is the Moor and Moors War. Because we are the Moors. We are the originals. We've been here before anybody else. Everybody else did not come here. They weren't supposed to be here. You understand? They came here and they weren't supposed to be here. We was here before anybody else. And then somebody mixed their seed, not us, the Moors did that, with people that they weren't supposed to do it with, and then raised them up and taught them everything they knew, and then brought them against us because they were jealous, and both of those people wanted everything, actually all the people they made, with the help of the devil, the reptilians, and all the counterparts they had sex with and had babies with, wanted to sit up there and take all our stuff. This is a fact. The reptilians simply wanted to take everything and try to own us and try to steal our spirit and stuff like that, and all other crazy shit that they're doing with kids right now. Okay? Because they crazy. They're done. They're going to be finished real soon. They know it. And of course, you got the 13 bloodlines who is against us, who are black, Rothschild family who are Moors. And I'm pretty sure they mix with reptilians. So I'm pretty sure they're hybrid more reptilians by now. Okay? This is why I keep telling you stop calling yourself these things because they are bad. We are the Spherian light beings. Okay? We are the ones. We're the one that made more of ourselves without making ourselves. We thought more of ourselves into existence. We didn't even make it. We just thought about it and it appeared. All the planets, we thought about it and they appeared, except they wasn't physical. Everything was spiritual. You got to understand the worm, before it was a worm, got with a female devil, and she's probably a worm now for all we freaking know. Or I should say, the dragon that walks on his freaking belly, which actually looks like a worm. They actually hold folks down. Reptilian holds other folks down when they're in their bodies, and they freaking hold folks down forcibly and let this little lizard that looks like a straight worm climb into your eyeball. They call it burrowing. I know y'all heard of it. And y'all see people with the black eye patches, presidents and everything else. Why? Because they are now the worm reptilian. Their body has been taken over and they are the reptilian. They're taking over the brain, everything. They are no longer who they say they are. And of course, now it's got to the point where the reptilian worm ain't even got to do that no more, right? Because he got all these different other beings wearing all these masks on national television when they come give you a speech, and they're wearing skin suits, and they're not who you think they are. The Trump you're looking at, that's not Trump, that's a demon. Those, you want to call them aliens, but they're evil. Okay, those are the fallen ones. Fucking lapdogs. They're the fallen ones, lapdogs. They ain't even got no power. Okay, the fallen ones ain't even got no power because they lost their power because we are rising up, and as we rise up, they lose power. That's why they got these outside nations making AI robots and everything else. This is why they so they can try to jump inside the AI robot and then try to destroy or fight against us. That's what these fallen ones want to do, that we destroyed them and left them with no body. They don't have a physical body, so that's what they trying to do. But everything that they doing and all the Greys and all the other folks are doing and the outside nation doing, it will not work. They're going to get mildly embarrassed. You're going to see it. Just believe it. And y'all need to start projecting what we going to get and what they not going to get. And all the evil shit they going to get on them as we live on a better ease and a better roses. As we live comfortable ever than before, more better than before, with better than before anything that we ever had, and everything built way better than we ever, even our security system, way better than ever before, so that we will never fall again. Okay? You got to understand who you are. But down here, you can call yourself MERS because you're tied to the land, because United States is what is MERS. It's Merland. Okay? Some would say Tamari or Tamuri as a MERS. Tamuri as the MERS. Tamuri. Some would say Tamurika, but they change to America. You gotta start understanding, bro. Start paying attention.
Descendants don't know who they are. They're calling themselves by another term, which doesn't give them rights to claim anything. All right, that's the first thing. So here's another thing. You got people who want to call themselves Moor. Understand where that term comes from, Moor. Now, we've talked about this because Moor, and this is another battle that people come, no, that's not what Moor, and they want to go at me, and okay, I get it. They want to say Moor means land, swamplands, yeah, I get it, okay. But what does that have to do with why a group of people are called that term? What does swampland have to do with why a group of people are called this term M-O-O-R? Again, Moor is a verb, and the people who were called this term Moor were people who worked on ships, mainly pirates. The vast majority of those pirates happened to be melanated, and when the term Moor was applied to them, it was not a term of endearment. But that term Moor has rung out today, and you got melanated people wanting to call themselves Moor, not understanding that it is a title under another organization. Now, at that time, the Moroccan Empire. So the earliest place in my research, now if you have something different, show it to me. But the earliest place in my research that I find the term Moor is in the Peace and Friendship Treaty of 1786. That's the earliest. And that term dealt with people of the land of Morocco at that time. It did not deal with anybody else. I have not seen that term in any other place except for where Morocco called these people who were Moors. If the Moors do something in the land known as the United States of America, send them back. Well, why were they called Moors? Well, because they was pirates. Because they were sailors. They stayed on ships. They did jobs on ships. That's what it has to do with Moor, M-O-O-R. Now watch this, pay attention. Now people in the back of the room, come on. Come to the front. Come to the front. Again, I said, if you're not
known as the black mobility pirates, the Moors, the land grabbers, the double crossers, the snakes in the grass, the people that made a treaty with the devil and also served the devil, the people that come from Mars and shouldn't even be here. That's right.
Original people of the land known as United States of America, then you don't have rights to say anything about the land. You don't have the right to make a contract. You don't have the right to do anything. You don't have any rights in this land if you're calling yourself something from another land. You've given up claim to your title here. But what people do is they'll try to tie this term M-O-O-R with this term M-U-U-R. They are different because when you're talking about a Moor, M-U-U-R, you're talking about a melanated group of people who came from this land called Lemuria that was to the west of what we know of as the Americas today. It was to the west of what we know of as the Americas today. Not in the middle, not near Africa. No, it was near what we know. It was to the west of what we know of as the Americas today. So when we're talking about Moors, M-U-U-R, we're talking about people who came from Lemuria. We're not talking about M-O-O-Rs, people who came from Morocco.
Lemuria, the lizard people. Lemuria, the lizard people. Moors mixed with reptilians and became the lizard people Moors. You get it? From planet Mars. That ain't supposed to be here. Now you understand. 13 families, black, melanated. Moors, reptilian lizzies, the lizard people, pirates, land grabbers, land thieves, the liars that hide behind a white face that actually did the Cabbage Patch Kid thing, you know what I'm talking about, and that's how you got all these people running around everywhere. And the Moors made a whole bunch of other folks before that. Yes, they did. The Native Americans, they were made by the Moors. The Taínos, they was here. We ain't talking about them. They were actually a lot darker than what most of them are now. So we only claim the ones who were dark because the ones that are too light, we know they was mixed with something else. Okay, we ain't really claiming them. We just saying those are ones supposed to be here. We are the Moors, not the Moors. If you claim Israelite, you claim to be a Moor. That's what I told you. So you can say we the one because we are the one. When I say we the one, I ain't talking about fucking the tribe. I'm talking about we are the ones. Ones, we are the one. What you mean by that? We created everything by faking it into existence. Even when somebody inverted the shit and made it physical, we were still down here thinking things into existence. We thought of it and it appeared. Whole buildings, whole trains, whole cars that flew, whole floating fucking palaces, fortresses that float, fly in the air. We thought it into existence. We are the one in the flesh. We are also the one outside of the flesh. We ain't even here, but we not. The atom. What was the atom created? A liquid that appears to be solid. What that means. One of our teachers way back told y'all what that means. What that means. What is an atom? Explain it. in a spiritual sense, and actually the real science sense. Not more science, because that's also bullshit, but mer science. Okay? The real science. Let's get down to it. All right? It is a substance that appears to be real, but is not real, but feels real, but is not. We not even here. You are remote viewing, and you forgot. You hear me? That's why every time people go and they end up seeing themselves in this like sleeping thing, you were dreaming, remote viewing. You forgot that. We trying to wake up all the way, not just here, but up there. And there's other of us trying to wake us up because we are the one. And we fighting a battle, a coma battle. Somebody induced you in a coma with witchcraft. We're getting rid of the coma so we can go wake up, not just up over here, but up there all the way. Get the rest of us warriors to wake up so we can fight this battle all the way through and wipe these son of a guns out. You get it? We're the ones. We are the Murs, but we are the ones. They praying everything else when they should be praying to you. And we don't even need the praise. Just come see us and bow down. And stop double crossing. Stop lying. Stop trying to deceive. Stop trying to steal our land. Stop trying to steal our goods. Stop eyeballing our women. Leave our kids alone. Leave us the fuck alone. Come on, y'all. This is a straightforward, you can't sit there and say nothing. This is real literature about the truth. In your face as she's telling you. She's giving you the truth just like I always do. In your face. You can't sit there and call yourself Moors no more because then you be lying to yourself and accepting a contract that goes against you. You are the MERS. You are the M-U-U-R-S. Start studying who the MERS are because that's you. Start studying on YouTube, anywhere you can, find out about the MERS, M-U-U-R-S, so we can finally come together and stop the BS, because we are the ones, they know it. When are you going to know it?
Echo. Now, why does that make a difference? Why would they try to tie this M-O-O-R to M-U-U-R? Well, because if they tie them together and people they forget the facts about what happened, well, now these people can have claim to the land, so they think. If you're calling yourself M-O-O-R, you really don't have title to the land, but if you can tie it to the original people, which they call the ones who came from Lemuria, well, then now you can have claim and ownership to the land. I'm telling you, somebody is playing these games.
In other words, if you tie it into the same history and say the Moors invented shit when they didn't invent anything, because the Murs invented everything. The Murs are the mound builders. The Murs are the ones that built the pyramid. The Moors didn't know how to do it and still can't do it. Nobody can do what we do. But they lie and say it belongs to them and and these are the Lizzies now. The Moors are Lizzies. Now you know, right? And they want you to sit there and call yourself Moors so that they can keep claim. This is why you see so much shit about Moors on YouTube now. Some of these guys are probably Lizzies, reptilian half-breed Lizzies, more melanated. Most of them are short hair, bald head, that have a lisp or talk funny. I don't know if y'all noticed or not. All right. But yeah, these are the motherfuckers. Uh-huh. Your sleeper cells. That's right. Uh-huh. Trying to steal your stuff. Stop calling yourself Moors, because we not Moors. You're giving our land away by trying to do that. Stop doing that. You want your land back? You want all your rights? You want to have full rulership because you deserve it, and you are the one supposed to be calling boss hogging the shots around here and telling them what can and can't go down, and then kick them out whenever you want to, just because? Then yeah, start claiming you are the MERS, M-U-U-R-S. Come on now. Stop playing games with yourself. It's time for us to wake up. They have to give it back. You got to wake up so they can give it back. Spread this video all over the place. Every channel, everywhere. M-U-U-R-S. I've been telling y'all for a while. Now I'm going full throttle because now it's really trying to get y'all to wake up all the way. We need our stuff back. Come on, y'all.
With these words, and you're not aware of it. Go and look up Muur and the people who came from Lemuria and the oldest known people on the planet. That's who they were. Washita. Washita, Muurs. Washita Moors. Those are people from Lemuria. Moors. Those are people from what we know of as, or knew of as Morocco. Different people. Oh, they was both melanated, but they weren't the same people.
All right, so she messed up a little bit. I don't know why she did that, but Lemuria was Lizzie's. That'd be the Moors, not the Murs. Also, Morocco is different. Look up that too, because she kind of twisted that some. Because if you go by Morocco, which is spelled different and is at a different location, you get it right. But Morocco, it belongs to the Moors. Actually, don't belong to them, but they stole it and they claim it, and they, of course, want to take America too. So she kind of messed up there, but just follow her. She was doing okay. She was doing good. She made one mistake, but she let her cook. Just keep going. Just listen for a little bit. I corrected it.
I'm not going into it because I know that. Well, if they were both melanated, we all came from. Okay, I'm going into it. That's it. I'm going into it. Your mother and her sister, and Grandmama had a house. All right, Grandmama had a house, and your mother and you and the family stayed with Grandma, and then your mother's sister went off to another country, or wherever they went, some other place. And you and your family, your mama, and your children, and your great-grandchildren, and all that, y'all over here in Mama's house. To the point where y'all even forgot about Auntie and them, who was over there in the other country. But Auntie and them, they some kind of way found out they had cousins back over here in the United States. And then they said, we cousins, we related. And then they run back up over here and they just take over Grandmama and them house. They ain't ask you nothing. They just gonna take over because, well, this our house too. Wait a minute. Y'all been over there. Why you just gonna come back over here and just take over Grandmama and them houses because? That's what's happened. That's what it's like for you to say, oh, we all the same. Okay, we're the same people, but is it okay for your family members, your long lost past family members, to try to come back over here and take over something where you have been for generations?
We are not the same. We are not the same, and we're not family. So get that out of here. They've been kicked out of the family, and they mixed with the reptilians and became the Lizzies. So the more Lizzies, if you want to actually put it right. So no, they're not part of us. They're done. We don't claim them. You know, I think she misspoke on that one.
Okay. So Moors and Moors are two different peoples. So they don't have access to the land by calling themselves Moor. But when they say Muur, well, they've tied themselves to the land. Okay, now, we're understanding these are two contracts. Moor, Moor, Muur. They're two different contracts. Legally, the legal people who run in this game, they know the difference. Call yourself Moor if you want to. You don't have any title to this land because you called yourself something dealing with Morocco. Only time you find Moor, Moor, is when it's talking about a people of Morocco. That means you over there. This land is not yours. This land is yours. Then you want to go back over there to Morocco and see if they give you some land. But if you want to have a title that gives you title to this land, you might want to look at Muur. Okay. Remember to keep that bell on for notifications. Follow UNA Republic for more great.
I'm already subscribed, so I'm not going to subscribe again. But all I got to say to that is, for all you folks, hope you waking up, because booyah in your face. Sorry, but I put in your face too many times, so now I got to say it. And yes, I'm rubbing your nose in it, because I want you to wake the hell up. And I feel that if I get you irritated, piss you off, even just a little bit, you're going to be so pissed off, you're going to research this Muurs and find out more about yourself. Stop with the bullshit. Do no longer call yourself an Moors. It is wrong. From now on, you are the one. You should know you are the one. You ain't even here. All right? But Since you here, not here, you need to be calling yourself the Murs. Muurs. Go research yourself. Peace and love. I mean it. I ain't playing with y'all.